We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Unlock lines! Unlock lines!
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run and then executed.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey,
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Myers' kick is good. All offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Callahan. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We know we can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Alton Robinson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
We'll get only a couple up to the 22. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Off play action. Callahan. And that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. It's caught inside the 25. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. James has got it. Complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here's Walker. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Quentin Jefferson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Looking to throw. Callahan. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Back to throw. Callahan. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him.
And now here is another interception. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds ends up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Callahan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Callahan. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and when we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here we go, set. Fight, number 7.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out and roll. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert. It will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sneak that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Callahan toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. On 1st and 10, Callahan forced out to his left. This one right back into the hands of Jefferson. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Operating from the gun, Callahan. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another completion there. You know, think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll look to throw again. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Let's go now. 19 tight.
They'll try and throw for it here. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Off the play fake. Callahan. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing again. Callahan. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive... He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for, because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off play action. Callahan. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Michael Thomas, 36 yards. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2nd and 3. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Quentin Jefferson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. They'll try and run Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business.